The following story was submitted to us by a lady who does like to scam bait. She often gets unsolicited messages from famous people or people telling her that she's won millions of dollars, but they always ask for a gift card. This time she decided to turn the tables and kind of play a game back with them. This goes to show you, though, that scammers stop at nothing and don't care about you. They only care about those precious gift cards. I received an unsolicited message from a person using the name Tom Jones, who was pretending to be the famous singer. He told me that if I can confirm my name, address, and phone number, I'll be given $100,000. I gave him a fake name and an address to a house for sale on a website and asked why he's giving away free money. He then sent me a suspicious link, which looked like a Facebook link, but it would have likely contained a virus or it had prompted me for my password, and if I entered it, I would lose my account. Keep in mind, scammers are making a habit of doing this now so they can capture unsuspecting people's Facebook passwords, change them, and lock them out. Tom told me to click the link and it'll direct me to the claim private chat to claim my prize, and then he sent me a picture of a FedEx box. I did not click the link, but Tom did check the address I gave him to my home and sent me an Earth Street view of my supposed house, asking if this is mine. I told him yes, of course it is. Scammers often do this and ask for your address so they can check out where you live and see how wealthy you are by what your home's worth and what it looks like. He didn't notice that I never clicked the link that he had given me, and he went on to telling me that I need to pay a $150 maintenance fee to collect my winnings, which will be delivered later today. I told him I knew this, and he asked if I'm ready to collect my winnings. I told him I was. So Tom told me to make the payment via a gift card. He told me to purchase a Razor Gold prepaid gift card. It's a prepaid credit card. So I told him I'll go get it. He asked me if I have Signal or Zangy, a chat app, so that he can text me constantly while I go to get the card. I told him no, and I'm walking now to go buy the card, but it's a 45-minute walk to the store. He demanded my phone number. He said he needed it so the delivery people can text me. Well, I told him I'm walking 45 minutes to the store and 45 minutes back, and I have a very bad heart. He told me, okay, don't worry, this is real. I started to tell him that I need to rest as I was having chest pains walking so far and maybe I should call an ambulance. Tom replied by saying, "Oh my God, you should have taken a cab." I texted him back asking for help and he told me to call a cab instead and then he tried to video call me. I then waited a bit and wrote to Tom and I said, "Who is this? Do you know this lady?" Tom wrote back, "Who are you? What's wrong with her?" I told him, "This lady is having a heart attack. She collapsed." And Tom insisted I take a picture of her. I told him, "No, the ambulance is coming." And Tom kept demanding a photo. I told him she's being rushed to the hospital and they couldn't understand why she was out walking like this so far. I told Tom the paramedics found a jar of quarters on her, and I asked Tom if you're her son, and then I told her that the paramedics couldn't help, and she's gone. Tom replied, "What the hell is this all about?" I switched gears and asked who this is, and that now I'm suddenly a police officer and asked how Tom is related to this poor woman. I requested that Tom come to the police station. We're trying to figure out why she was walking so far with a big jar of quarters. Tom was suspicious and said it was made up, and he then asked for the address, and I gave him an address to a real police station in the same city I told him I was from. Tom replied I was acting and making this up, so I responded to him that all future messages will be detected and sent to the police station for investigation. Needless to say, Tom disappeared from my messenger. Story number 2. A man named David in a doctor's outfit messaged me saying, "I'm your friend, go send me a gift card," and I told him I don't know you. He insisted I get a card and take a picture. Scratch the back. I asked him who he was, and David replied, "I'm a doctor, go get me a gift card." He tried to audio call me, but I didn't answer. Instead, I messaged him saying, "Oh, you are the person that's trying to get my friend to get you an Apple card." David said he wants to use the card to load his laptop to give him internet. Let's video call so you can see me. He said he needed the card to talk to his son. I told him that type of card doesn't provide internet for a laptop, and he tried several times to video call me. He started begging, saying he wasn't lying, and you have to believe that I'm real. He needs to contact his son and needs the card. Send a $200 card so he can call his son on video chat as he's in Yemen. I told him, I don't know anyone in Yemen and I don't know you. David kept saying he's the man in the profile picture. Why can't you believe me? And then he asked the name of my dog, which I have a dog on my profile photo. I told him I don't give money to liars, and he said, oh my God, with a bunch of crying emojis. He begged me to stop saying he's a liar, and I told him I only help truthful people. You're not being truthful. You're trying to video chat me with a faked or stolen video. He then sent a photo of a boy, which I've seen the photo used before, and David said it's his son, who's staying with a teacher in a body school in Canada. And he's a surgeon, peacekeeping doctor in Yemen to ensure the health of American soldiers on their missions. I told him to live your life, and if that works for you, who am I to knock it with your lies? David asked why I won't believe him, and I told him the man in the picture you're using to scam is in Brazil, not Yemen. David said he travels for work, and I'll video call you and show you. I told him, I know you're lying as I work with the man in the photo. David said he needs to talk to his son, and he's crying, and send the card, please. It's only $150. I told him to go get your own card, and you're too big to admit you're a liar. David said his real name is David, and I'm your friend. David said he will leave Yemen as soon as his contract ends, and to please just go get the card, do it now, and I won't ask again. I told this David that the man in the picture is with me making a sandwich right now. You're not my friend, David. He said he was the only person who is your friend. Just send a $200 gift card now. I asked him if he's a kid or something, as this is ridiculous and stupid. David made more crying emoji faces and told me to take a picture of a $200 Apple card, scratch the back, and just give it to me. I told him, no, you're claiming to be a person who is literally sitting across from me. This is also stupid. Fake, David said if I send the card, he will send me a document to prove he's real. I told him I don't need documents. I know he's fake. David sent me a picture of the man in the profile photo and a picture of his so-called wife and told me his wife was in a car accident and she had passed away. Just send me the card. I played along and asked if he's crazy as the picture he sent me of his wife is me. That's my picture, taken with you. Why are you lying? Why would you say that I'm your dead wife? What's wrong with you? David, not missing a beat, said, if I send him a card, he'll explain. I asked him if he had lunch with me, and he said yes, but he'll explain more once he has the card. I asked this David if he's sitting across from me right now, and he said yes, but I need a card, the code, and explain it all after. I told him, okay, I'll get you a card and I'll place it in your pocket since you're sitting across from me. David said, okay, but first take a picture of the card and send it here in chat. I told him, that's stupid. You're right here next to me now. How are you texting when I'm looking at you from across the table and you don't have a phone in your hand? This guy continued to tell me just to get the card, and I told him the card's in your pocket. Just grab it. He kept insisting I snap a picture and send it to him via chat. It's only $200. Send it now. Send it to me. Snap a picture. You can send me only the code. Just the code is all I need. Fake David continued with his begging and that I send the card now. Do it now. I'm waiting. I told him I just gave you two $500 Apple cards in your pocket. Hand them to me and I'll snap a picture for you. He told me to snap a pic of the back of the cards before he hands them back to me, and I told him, how in the hell can I do that if they're in your pocket? Open the card and send the code, he demanded. I told him, when you take them out of your pocket and hand them to me, I will. David tried hard, telling me to get them out of my pocket. I told him bye, and I grew tired of how ridiculous this all was, and I told him that had he been truthful, I probably would have given him some cards. We ended the conversation, and I couldn't believe this one. So ridiculous. We'd like to thank this lady for sharing her story. Sometimes it's great to see scammers get a taste of their own medicine. We don't recommend playing with scammers or baiting, but sometimes it's just too fun not to, and too funny the excuses they try to come up with. Give them false hope. If you'd like to share your encounter, whether you were scammed or you just kind of messed around with a scammer and wasted his time, send me an email, scammingscammers@gmail.com, and I'll narrate your story into a video. Until next time, as always, stay safe and block the fakes.